right, so today we're going to talk for a few minutes about my favorite, one of my favorite variations of this concept. So the core concept the Packers use this a handful of times in this high red zone area, kind of the 20 to the 11, basically. But they use it in all areas of the field, which is drag-in, or also known as slant flat, where the outside man runs a slant, the inside man runs a flat. You're looking to kind of, you play on what these guys have seen before, is how the variation works. But there's a couple different ways defenses can play this. You can have, to follow the slant, this guy can kind of jump over the pick while this guy kind of jumps under to take the flat, or they can banjo it and they have, zone or, different kind of man coverages there. You can pass it off at the intersect point, so this guy would then pick up the slant and this guy would pick up the flat, something like that. There's different ways to do it. Well, the way this specific variation, and the ball's not even going to go here, and we'll talk about that in a second. What they'll run here, they've hit some big plays off of this in the past. There's the divisional game against the Seahawks a couple years ago, and there was the game against the Bears, 5 years ago at this point, where Cobb and Devontae ran it for a touchdown down inside the 5. So they've had some really nice plays off of this. What they'll do is they'll kind of start like they're doing slant flat. You start getting the movement here. So this guy's looking to carry, this guy's looking to bump under, and then you reverse it, so this turns into kind of a sluggo, and this one kind of bends back in. And so you'll kind of see, and we'll talk about, the touchdown goes over here, we'll talk about that in a second, but for now, we're going to focus on this part of it, and you can see, and we'll kind of run it. You can see right here, this guy's, all right, man, I see this, I got to get over, I'm going under, and you can already see Devontae's going here. And we'll talk about what influences this guy. But the safety in the middle is held to the middle, essentially by Lazard, and some other movement as well. And Devontae springs wide open. I mean, you can see right there, there's no one back here. This is the all-22 we're looking at. There's no one back here. The defender is spun like a top. Devontae's wide open. At this point, the ball's already out, so we'll talk about that. But this is the drag-in, that core concept, slant flat. It's a core concept of the Packers offense, of a lot of West Coast teams. It's an old concept, but this is one of my favorite variations off of it, and specifically with that pairing. I'm excited to see kind of what they do with it without Devontae in 2022, but that pairing of Cobb and Devontae, they've had great success with that just because of some of that quickness they both have and the understanding they have of that. And we'll run this. We'll see the touchdown. But really good pairing there, and it goes to Tonyan. So we'll talk about this. So why does it go to Tonyan? What are we looking at? So we have got kind of trips over here to this side. So we've got the 3, and we know we've got that, and Lazard kind of gets, muscles his way to an inside release, takes it straight up. You've got a single high safety. And then over on this side for the Packers, you've got Jones running essentially a flat, and then you're going to have Tonyan on a corner route here. So you've got kind of a high-low right there, extreme high-low right there. And again, single high safety shaded away from that side. There was shaded away from that side. So this just becomes a pre-snap read for Rodgers. What he's going to do, and you can see here, you've got the safety rolled down here, and you've got this linebacker here. And the way this looks, so again, Tonyan is running a corner route. He can muscle that safety off the ball. You've got two potential options, realistic options that could cover Tonyan. You've got this safety here, could take him, could carry him up the field, or you've got this linebacker. What ends up happening is this safety is going to drop down to pick up the flat from Jones, and then the linebacker is going to carry him up. It's a mismatch right there off the bat. So, and Tonyan is kind of that nub tight end over here away from trips. The lone tight end, he's standing up, but he's still kind of in line. And that becomes a mismatch. That's the read. Rodgers never looks anywhere else because he doesn't have to. So we'll kind of run it here. You can see immediately, and we'll see it better from the other angle, Rodgers is looking straight down the field. Now, quarterbacks a lot of times will look straight down the field to start. It's a way to level set. You can hold your safeties. You can see with the initial movement, you get your pre-snap read, immediate post-snap read. What is the linebacker doing? What's the safety doing? You can kind of view other stuff from kind of the edges of the peripheral vision there, but it's a way to kind of hold and read. Okay, what did I see pre-snap up front with that front 7 and with the safety? Post-snap, you get your second snapshot. All right, looking here, this is what I see. This is the movement I see. So he sees that guy right there, but we also got, again, we have the safety dropping down to pick up Aaron Jones, and you've got 52 on Tonyan. So Tunyan's already got outside leverage, and we know that's going to be a corner. So Rodgers never has to look anywhere else. There he is, hits the top of his drop, and we'll see the footwork better from the other side. Hits the top of his drop. Tonyan has all of this space, this corner, the safety's here. Tonyan has all this space to run into. Rodgers just going to lay that up over the top. right over the top, touchdown Tonyan. So we'll see this again. We'll look at this from the other angle just to kind of put a bow on it. So Roger's kind of looking. You can see him kind of surveying. All right, I see what I got. You've got 31. You can see it better from this angle here. 31 is in no place. He's not going to be able to carry Tonyan up there because you can kind of muscle him and kind of get outside, contain the outside that way. Maybe that route changes with that outside leverage. I doubt it. I think he still takes the corner route. And you've got 52 there who's going to have to carry Tonyan up the field. So Rogers kind of surveys, sees that stuff, pre-snap, looks around, checking, snap. You can see his head straight down. He's looking straight down. See that safety there. No one's moving. This has already been determined at this point. Safety's rolling down. Pick up Jones. Tonyan's going that way. He's got outside leverage there already. Roger sees all of that. Looks straight down the field, and we'll watch the footwork here. It's straight drop back. But he tilts his body as soon as he hits that back step. He's set. He's ready to throw. He's got it. Just throw that over the top for Tonyan. So really, really pretty. And I'll throw this back and let's watch that one angle one more time. Again, I love my favorite variations of the dragon up slant flat there as you kind of reverse right before you hit that intersect point. And Rogers could have gone there. If coverage is different on this side over here, this is going to be Rogers' second read. If this doesn't play out quite right, if say, I don't know, this guy drops back here or this guy ends up taking a deep half, so instead of single high, you've got the other one. If that's an immediate bail, you're going to umbrella that. That probably changes things. So his initial read is gone. But as it stands, he sees the initial read. Everything plays out perfectly. He doesn't need to move anywhere else. He doesn't have to look over there. If he needed to go second read right there as he's throwing, what would have happened is he would have been looking. He hits that back foot, not there, bounce, reset, throw over here, and he lays it up over here. So he had 2 touchdowns on the table. He just went with the first one. Never had to progress past his first read. Just beautifully done.